everybody, and welcome to Drag Racing today, and an action-packed show for you once again. We'll feature all the racing from the February the 12th event at Adelaide International Raceway. We've got super stock for the Festival State Championships and also round 4 of the Australian Top Door Slammer Championship. And Jeff Pratt, there were highs and lows, there was some racing, there were some accidents. Have you seen more happen on one Saturday night at the drags?
It was certainly a big night, Bruce. There was so much happen, but it was great to see the way that everybody got together and made it all work. And I was really pleased to see how all the crowd stuck around through all the dramas that we had. And with the raceway opening up for the next day, Bruce, and giving everybody free to get in, that was great to see on the raceway's behalf. It was really, really good to see.
And Jeff, there was a big crowd there, over 20,000 people. Also on today's show, we'll meet David Coop, the local Top Door Slammer driver. But before we meet Coopsy, let's go and have a look at qualifying for Top Door Slammer.
Thank you, Bruce, and of course proudly brought to us by Tectaloy. As we start off with Tectaloy Performance Coolants Lane, we saw Peter Kapiris, and now, Mike, in the Greenhouse Superstores Lane,
Louis Rochella from South Australia in the beautiful Chevy Belair. But have a look at Peter Kapiris, Studebaker.
Massive.
Absolutely superb, to say the least. Take nothing away from Louis Rochella. The gentleman is from South Australia. As for Peter Kapiris from Victoria.
Now, Louis has been having a lot of troubles with transmission over the previous weeks and so forth. Let's wish him the best today. Both cars get out very nicely. Let's cross to Sharon with Peter Kapiris for Mega Power Car Care Products.
Peter, looks like you gave it all you've got there. 6.51, 213.98.
Tyre shook. I drove it through the tyre shake. I mean, there hasn't been many cars come down, so the track's probably going to come better later on. But I'm happy with that. It's pretty good, actually.
Quite a happy Peter Kapiris there that time round, as we see Steve Stanek from New South Wales taking on the Tectaloy Performance Coolants Lane.
Yes, and the Greenhouse Superstores Lane, we see Marcus Chambers.
Yes, Marcus Chambers from Victoria. Steve is from New South Wales, running the Holden HQ Monaro this time round, as you can see here, Mike. Powered by a 511 big block engine, a lot of horsepower on board.
Yes, both cars we've seen here a fair bit, but I think Marcus Chambers has probably been here more often of the two. A lot of fumes coming out of Stanek's car. Lifts off well.
Brilliant run there from Steve Stanek, and the crew are very happy down there. Have a look at that. There comes Victor Bray. He's taking a look at his second car in qualifying.
Steve, you'd have to be pleased with that. Your quickest time ever, 6.592.
Oh, the car left great. I mean, yeah, it's the quickest time the car's ever run. We're so happy with it, and we'll just take it back to the pits and we'll just check it out. Hopefully we'll be in the show.
Here's the man in the show, David Simpson in the Greenhouse Superstores Lane. He's come all the way from WA.
Oh, what a burnout coming out of Brett Stevens. The Jack Daniels Studebaker is back in town.
Oh, mammoth.
What a burnout from Brett Stevens there, Michael Shade.
He has just painted the Tectaloy Performance Coolants Lane black.
Absolutely, with those tyres. I can tell you once again, a brilliant driver. Take nothing away from Brett Stevens. He can ride a top fuel motorcycle like no other man. He can drive a top door slammer like he's possessed. This is going to be a brilliant qualifier. Keep an eye on the start line, ladies and gentlemen.
Doing both today. Now, boys, yes, in stage and up and away. Two excellent launch.
Have a look at these machines go down the racetrack.
We go to Sharon, who's with David Simpson for Mega Power Car Care Products.
David, with only 8 positions available today, looks like everyone's giving it all they've got in qualifying, 6.562.
Well, that's not too bad. I thought we wanted to win a bit faster, but it wasn't a real good pass, so we'll improve.
The last pairing for the first qualifying session, we see Andrew Searle smoking up the tyres against Robin Judd, the Moonshine Bandit.
Yes, and in the Greenhouse Superstores Lane, we're getting a lovely close-up shot of that fiendish red Ford.
Yes, Robin Judd coming from Western Australia, first time at Adelaide International Raceway, a beautiful car.
The car which has become one of the new popular pieces, a 53 Studebaker in design.
Absolutely, Mike. Top Door Slammer's come very popular with Studebakers. Let's keep an eye on this qualifying run as the lights are about to turn green.
3 stays away. And Sharon joins Andrew Searle for Mega Power Car Care Products.
Andrew, you should be pleased with this time for your first run, 6.504.
That would nearly be number 1 qualifier at the moment. So, as I said, I think we're all running 50s and 60s. I think it's going to be a good meet and some good side-by-side passes.
A very happy Andrew Searle there once again, Mike Shane.
And we're moving now into the second qualifying session to see Dave Coop Dave Coop in the Tectaloy Performance Coolants Lane, and have a look at this lovely car here. It's from Peter Gratz. Peter Gratz in the Greenhouse Superstores Lane.
Yes, Peter Gratz from Queensland, David Coop from South Australia in the Coupe de Ville. A beautiful looking machine once again. In fact, all of these top door slammers, the presentation is unbelievable.
Yes, indeed, and Coop leading the points score at the moment. The car that we're looking at Peter Gratz is a Dodge Daytona.
Absolutely, Mike, and a very fast Dodge Daytona, waiting on the green light for this qualifying run.
Nose on it.
Okay, the light turns green, they get away. Look at David Coop, unbelievable. Oh, there goes Gratzy, he almost collected the wall. Okay, David Coop goes through the 6.57.
And Sharon's with Dave Coop for Mega Power Car Care Products.
Dave slightly better that time, slowly but surely, 6.575, 211.36.
Yeah, that's fantastic, Sharon. We've got a brand new tune-up. Gary Phillips gave us a new tune-up on the car. So we've really got to be careful with the car because we've had so much trouble over the last few meetings, and we're just sneaking up on it bit by bit, sure by sure is better than do too much too soon. So no, we were thrilled with that. It's excellent.
David Cooper, very happy man, as we see Brett Stevens for the Greenhouse Superstores Lane, smokes the tyres right up.
Quite a very popular car. And here again we see Marcus Chambers, who's occupying the Tectaloy Performance Coolants Lane.
Absolutely, once again there, Mike, a beautiful looking Studebaker. Love the paintwork on board. Take nothing away from
Fantastic.
Marcus Chambers.
Also a finished looking paint job. But what a great presentation by the crew here for Brett Stevens.
Yes, Brett Stevens has been drag racing for a great number of years, but the very first season in Top Door Slammer.
Top Door Slammer, that's right. And today he's doing both bikes and cars. Lights up. And Sharon catches up with Brett Stevens for Mega Power Car Care Products.
Brett started off with a major burnout there and second overall at qualifying so far, 6.497, but ended with a bit of smoke there.
Yeah, it's nothing bad. It just blew a rock cover gasket out. I feel bad about it. It's my first oil down in 10 years of racing, so but it's not a major thing, so we can get it fixed and be out there for the next one.
First time in 10 years there for Brett Stevens, unbelievable. Louis Rochella for the Greenhouse Superstores Lane.
Team. So here we are in third qualifying session in the Greenhouse Superstores Lane. We see Louis Rochella, and he's not going terribly far in his burnout preparation. As I said, they've had so much problems with the Lenco transmissions, probably taking a little bit easier, but he's still going to have to push it very hard very soon. Now, across the Tectaloy Performance Coolants Lane, we saw another big long burnout by Peter Kapiris.
But Peter's not there right now for qualifying, so Louis Rochella will take it all the way down the racetrack.
And Sharon meets with Louis Rochella for Mega Power Car Care Products.
Louis, congratulations. Your best personal ET, 6.722, puts you in 8th place today.
We're very happy, but we're on the bump spot, and I think Victor's behind us, and he's coming now, so I'd like to see what he runs. But yeah, we're pleased, and thanks Grant Harvey, because we broke belt and barrel valve last pass, and he just lent it to us. Thank you.
Here's a very interesting pass. It's Victor Bray here, Michael Shine, and Victor Bray has not qualified as yet for this event. He's on the outside looking in.
That's right, so this is the big show and go for him. This is it or back on an early trailer.
In all of my memory, I don't believe Victor Bray has never ever qualified for an event. This could be the very first time Victor does not make it. Let's keep an eye on Victor.
Whoops, he's off it. He's back on again.
Strong top end charge for Victor Bray.
And Sharon is with Victor Bray for Mega Power Car Care Products.
Okay, Victor, that was certainly your best run of the day, 6.591, and that's pushed you in 7th spot.
Yeah, well, 7 spots where I'll have it. That's great. It's I've all qualified every event I've ever contested in my life, so I would have been the first one. I was feeling a bit down up the start line there. I thought, well, here it is. It's going to come one day, and she's arriving today. But we were lucky enough to get down there. We just took some power out of the motor and stuff, and seemed to want to drive one down there that time. So hopefully the track will be a little bit cooler later on, and we'll give it a go. But boy, oh boy, isn't Door Slammer getting tough in Australia. The guys are running. You got Brett Stevens. You got all the fellas out there now. Just seem to be able to put a lot of runs together, and it's fantastic. Top Door Slammer, here we come. Let's hope it stays that way.
Qualifying there for Top Door Slammer, and Jeff, Victor Bray's national record 6.28 just seemed untouchable to the field.
Yeah, it really was safe, Bruce. Nobody come really near it in drag racing terms, but it was great to see how just the qualifying was so intense, Bruce. It was brilliant qualifying, really.
Now, David Coop, he's in 6th place. He'd probably expect better than that.
No, I think Coopy's doing a really good job there. The runs that I've seen him is the most consistent I've ever seen the car run.
Now, what about the legend, Victor Bray, though? He's struggling.
Victor struggled big time, and it was absolutely, the last pass he did, he had one last shot at qualifying. That thing shook its brains out, Bruce. It was unbelievable what it did. but the man's so masterful at driving it, he did all of that pass on the second half of the track, and the top end was enormous, but he knocked out Louis Rochella, who ran a 6:70, which is the quickest run he's ever done in his life. And the poor guys, they struggled, but Victor pushed him out, dropped him into number 7.
All right, we mentioned David Coop. We'll take a break on drag racing today, but when we come back, Sharon will find out more about the man. Welcome back to Drag Racing Today. Well, before the break, we saw David Coop qualifying 6th in Top Door Slammer. His 55 Chev is known as the Coupe de Ville, and last year, only his 2nd season in Top Door Slammer, he finished just outside the top 5. This season, after 3 rounds, he leads it ahead of the legendary Victor Bray by 12 points.
It's only his 3rd season of racing, but it looks like everything's coming together as he currently leads the championship of the Top Door Slammer. Let's welcome to the show Dave Coop. Dave, this must be a huge learning curve for you.
Yeah, Sharon, it's everyone that's come to this position have probably had a lot of previous experience, but we came in cold, straight to the top, and we're going to the top.
You once said with the car, it's a bit like a wrestle. It takes a while to figure out who's the boss.
Yeah, when you're learning stages, anything of that horsepower, I mean, you've got no prior knowledge to that, so we managed to get around that. It sort of handled me for a while, but now we're right on top of it, as the points prove.
They certainly do, but we had a bit of a hiccup last year at the Winters, just as you started to make a few changes, picked up the power, bit of an accident there.
Yeah, we found a lot more power in the car, we put more clutch in the car. Queensland's always renowned for a good track. The car hooked up, tore the diff out, sent us into the wall, end of story.
But as you said, back on top this season. Bit of a mishap though. You went all the way up to Queensland to hold the top position. The weather got the better of you?
Yeah, Queensland, good one day, perfect the next, but this time was good one day and wet the next.
Well, this year's obviously going to be one of the achievements in your racing career. What else are you looking forward to achieving?
Oh, I'd just like to get some consistency, Sharon, with it. The car's performing, the crew's performing, and hopefully some sponsors looking out there might recognise that and get on behind us.
Well, thanks, Dave, and good luck this season. And we look forward in Adelaide to seeing our very own Top Door Slammer take home that championship.
Sharon Lapira there with local Top Door Slammer driver David Coop. He was 6th in qualifying. Let's see how he goes in round 1 eliminations of Top Door Slammer.
Thank you, Bruce, as we see Robin Judd from WA up against Steve Stanek from New South Wales.
Peter Kapiris from Victoria against David Simpson from Western Australia.
Across to the other side here, we find Brett Stevens from Queensland against Victor Bray from Queensland.
Andrew Searle from Queensland taking on David Coop from South Australia.
What a hot lot of pairings here, and have a look at Kapiris blasting it there in the Tectaloid Performance Coolants lane. A little bit smoother, the preparation in the Greenhouse Superstores lane. Is huge crowd loving it.
Absolutely, Mike, but Peter Kapiris, this guy is on a mission. First round of racing, a very tough opponent from Western Australia, David Simpson.
Yes.
Peter Kapiris has to be really switched on.
Well, very crucial here at the start. Reaction time's going to be very crucial because these cars are just running so close together. Look at the shutter already as they're off in the hole. Wow.
Oh, trouble there for David Simpson, but Peter Kapiris, he keeps the power on big time. He takes the win with a 6.36 in the first round of eliminations.
Now we see Steve Stanek doing his preparation, and he's in the Greenhouse Superstores lane.
About to take on Robin Judd, the Moonshine Bandit, for the Tectaloid Performance Coolants lane.
Oh, looking super cool there. Wow, and this crowd, they are just loving this
An
incredible
unbelievable
act.
crowd. Well, have
Huge,
a look at that crowd
huge.
enjoying drag racing once again.
As it should be. Now, looks like the Ford is already in and just about to, yes, both set. We're away.
Oh, good run from both drivers. Robin Judd takes the win with a 6.40, 347 k's per hour.
Now we see a fantastic preparation there. Andrew Searle blasting us in the Tectaloid Performance Coolants lane.
As we see David Coop smoking it up in the Greenhouse Superstores lane. Going to be a brilliant pairing in the first
Smoke
round.
being the operative word there, Mike. The smoke all over the place in these incredible burnouts.
Yes, putting a lot of heat in those rear tyres
Yes.
once again there, Mike. A lot of traction required. David Coop is the #1 man. Let's find out if he can get through the first round of qualifying on the green light.
And they're happy because Dave Coombs run a 6.66 ET.
Oh, this is going to be a brilliant run for the first round of Top Door Slammer. Victor Bray up against Brett Stevens. Have a look at the burnout. These guys are simply incredible. Have a look at the crowd. They can't believe the burnouts I've just cited.
And they are just eating that smoke. It's trapped inside the car, so they'll just release that at the present time. Well, Victor almost missed out on qualifying, came through with a very fast effort at the last minute. As you see the guys side by side.
Okay, let's keep an eye on this. A very tough run on the green line. Have a look at this, ladies and gentlemen. The door goes off of Victor Bray. Look, Brett Stevens. He's put away Victor Bray. I don't believe it with a 6.52.
Round 1 eliminations there in Top Door Slammer. And Jeff, David Coop got through again.
Yeah, Coopy did a great job once again. He's really on the money this meeting. Andrew Searle had a bad one, tyre shake. What can you do?
Now, what about Victor Bray, the unbeatable Victor Bray? A door came off and he's out.
Yeah, Victor was having a bad meeting, Bruce. The door come straight off, flew off. The thing just shook that bad that anybody that was out there, and you'll see it on the footage, the car was just shaking, what we call shaking its brains out. But boy, the door just blew off and there's nowhere to go.
All right, that was Top Door Slammer. The other bracket we feature on today's show is Superstock. And with qualifying summary is Monica Van Riet.
Superstock qualifying here at the Festival State Championships has been exciting yet again. 14 competitors coming from Western Australia, Victoria and South Australia to contest this field. Now 4 of these entries running under their indexes. Top qualifier Nick Sarakis, he's gone under his index again in G-Gas. We caught up with him after qualifying in the pit area.
Nick, congratulations, #1 qualifier in Superstock today. How are you finding the track out there?
It's a little bit on the greasy side. We're about 500 slower than our 60 foot, but we'll just go to the track because the track won't come to us.
It's always the way. Who do you think will be your toughest competition out there tonight?
I don't know, just everyone's tough, just depending on the driving style, and I won't get excited till we get to the finals.
Have to get through tonight first, so good luck and we hope it goes well.
Well, good luck to Nick Sarakis and the team tonight in eliminations. Now, it's going to be hot racing here. 14 entries once again, but I'm going with the dark horse from Western Australia, Rob DeManuel, also Enzo Demizio. I believe the guys can get up there tonight. Good luck tonight, guys, in Superstock eliminations.
Thanks, Monica. That was qualifying in Superstock. Let's stay with that bracket now and have a look at the round 1 eliminations.
Superstock is brought to us by Greenhouse Superstores, and we see Zaraki as top qualifier against Demizio from South Australia.
Tony Scherevlo will be taking on Michael Seville.
And we have 6 qualifier Graham Sims from WA against 13 Donaldson from SA.
As we go to the other side of the ladder, we find that we see Bob Sherry, #2, will be taking on Wayne Robson, #9.
Yes, and then following DeManuel from WA against 12 qualifier Scarponi.
Jerry Parenti, #4, will meet Frank Scherevlo, #11.
And finishing off with Tiani against Bruno Cunetto.
First round of the Greenhouse Superstores Superstock Eliminator, Wayne Robson from Victoria and the beautiful Camaro for the Technoloy Performance Coolants lane.
Yes, and Bob Sherry in the Greenhouse Superstores lane just doing his power.
Oh,
problems for Robson.
He's getting pushed away, which will be a bye run for Bob Sherry, automatically through for the next round of racing here, Mike.
Right, okay, now he has the choice of taking it easy or testing out the car. He's doing the latter. He's giving the big boot.
Okay, Bob Sherry backs off early in his run and saves his index for the next round with a 10.58. So he'd be very happy with that for the first round of eliminations.
I think he knows it's going well. Bruno Cunetto in the Greenhouse Superstores lane and Joe Tiani
taking on the Technoloy Performance Coolants lane, and a good pairing once again. Joe from South Australia, Bruno from Victoria. Going to be a very strong run all the way to the wire.
Yes, indeed. Bruno's been quite a winner here consistently over the time, but tell you what, Joe's been doing super well of late, and look at the great start he gets off to, and the boot is in it.
Yeah, there goes
a big chasing.
Oh, Bruno goes over the centre line. That cost him the race. Joe Tiani takes the win, 10.16 with a very happy crew member. Take a look at that.
Now, we have Frank Schiravolo, and he's in the Greenhouse Superstores lane, and we're looking for Jerry Parenti, not fronting in the Technoloy Performance Coolants lane.
Frank Schiravolo will go automatically through also to the next round of racing. Getting a little bit skaty there mid-track, yes. But he runs it out the back door for a 9.72 at 213 kilometres per hour there for Frank Schiravolo.
All right. And the next pairing here we see in the Tectaloy Performance Coolants Lane, and that's Michael Saville.
Yes, Michael Saville from South Australia taking on Tony Cerevelo, another South Australian in the Greenhouse Superstores lane.
Yes, now Mr. Cerevelo's huge following. Whoops, a bit of a hiccup on the line, but he's off and away. Saville having to do a lot of chasing.
Absolutely, Mike. He paws on the power down
Puts the boot
mid-track.
down.
Oh, look
Wow.
at the car.
Oh, so close to the wall.
I tell you what, the competitors are finding it very hard to come to terms with this racetrack right at this time, Mike.
Yeah, a bit slippery there.
Let's
now,
move on. Graham Sims.
Graham Sims, car looking neat in the Greenhouse Superstores lane. Donaldson in the Tectaloy Performance Coolants lane.
Yes, Brendan Donaldson from South Australia. Graham Sims from Western Australia. Yes, so it's a long haul for
It
Simsy.
is.
Let's find out and see if Simsy can get through this round of racing. On the
Okay,
green
guys.
light. Sims skates around. Brendo takes the win with a 9.33. Congratulations to Brendan Donaldson.
All right. Now, this time we're looking at Nick Zarakias, top
number one
qualifier.
qualifier,
Yes, he's in the
yes.
Greenhouse Superstores lane. And across there, Enzo Demizio
For the
from South
Tectaloy
Australia.
Performance Coolants lane. And this pairing here is going to be a super tough pairing. Neither of these races want to lose this race,
Yeah,
Mike.
now something's going on there at the moment. They haven't moved into full stage. They're being told to move back.
Well,
no, Demizio's gone. Has Zarakias.
Something's not right here, Mike. In fact, both of these entries
twitching
have
again.
been disqualified. So there we have it.
Well, that's it. That's finished then. Sev Scarponi in the Tectaloy Performance Coolants lane, and the Greenhouse Superstores, we're looking at Rob DeMamiel.
Yes, Rob coming from Western Australia. As for Seb from South Australia, the tree runs down. Two bright green lights. Good launch
Two
from the
good
manual.
lift-offs, yes.
DeManuel drives it out the back door with an 8.56, a very convincing win.
Round one eliminations there in Superstock. And Jeff, Enzo Demizio and the number one qualifier, Nick Zarakias, what went on there?
The boys decided to be boys, Bruce. They decided to have a burn down. And what we call by burn down is one car is not going to go into full stage. Enzo decided that the only way he could win the race was to just simply sit there on the start line with one pre-stage light on. Nick Zarakias, he decided to do the same thing. Now, the starter told him to come in, neither of them moved. In the end, the starter went out the front of the car, in front of both cars, and told them that they got to shut the cars down. They also didn't make a move. All of a sudden, he was just going to pull the tree on. He didn't throw the starter didn't throw the red light straight away. Nick Zarakias decided to go in and stage. Enzo Demizio went in and staged. The starter flicked the button, and it was a race. But until that stage, they were both disqualified.
So they're both out of it?
They're both out of it. There's a 20-second rule. There's 30 seconds that you got time to stage the car. Now, the guy from Victoria had 4/10 on Enzo Demizio. He didn't need to play the games. But Enzo sucked him in. They're both hot-headed. They both lost the race. They're both out.
Well, that was part of the drama on Saturday night, February the 12th at AIR. We'll take a break here on Drag Racing Today, and afterwards, more drama. Welcome back to Drag Racing Today, and we're featuring all the action from February the 12th at Adelaide International Raceway. It was a huge meeting, a massive crowd, but it had to be cancelled. Jeff, what happened?
What happened, Bruce, was that there was too much dust on the track. It blew up from the car park. They didn't put enough water down, obviously, to try and get the dust down, and it was just absolutely dangerous to race. They couldn't race on an unsafe track. That's what it's all about. Unfortunately, Helen Rustling, after they decided to get the track back going again, she was the first one out, and she paid a very, very dear price for it, Bruce.
Well, it all stopped then. Of course, we had two championship rounds to contest, the Australian Top Door Slammer Championship and the World Top Fuel Motorcycle Championship. Everyone had to come back on Sunday morning, so let's go to the racing on the Sunday with Superstock eliminations continuing.
Once again for Greenhouse Superstores, and we see Zarakias and Demizio were disqualified.
Tony Cerevelo will be meeting Brendan Donaldson.
And across on the other side, we find that Bob Sherry is up against Rob DeMamiel.
Be a good race, that one.
And here is Brendan Donaldson in the Tectaloy Performance Coolants lane.
Beautiful looking Holden Chimera. That
Very
one, I
neat,
tell you now,
very neat.
Joe Sharevelo over the Greenhouse Superstores lane in the early model Holden
Didn't
Monaro.
have to do much of a warm-up, and they just checked his tyres, and that seems to be quite happy.
Yes, very happy with that. Doesn't take a great deal of burnout to put a lot of heat into the tyre.
Right. Now in stage, you see the lights up the top of the tree. Shrublow off first. Donaldson to do the chasing.
2 green lights there, might be a good race all the way to the wire. Tony Sharevelo takes it with ease with a 10.51 and 198 k's per hour.
Next pairing, we're looking in the Greenhouse Superstores lane to see Frank Sharevelo smoking it up.
As we go to the Tectoloi Performance Coolants lane, we see Joe Tiani in the Transsteer B modified sedan Holden HQ 2-door. It's going to be a good pairing coming our way. Anybody can take the race here, Mike.
All of that as this beautiful Tirana just sits in nicely. Now, watching the lights down.
Whoa, good launch from both competitors. Could be anybody's race all the way to the wire. Joe Tiani takes a win with a brilliant 10.08 at 214 kilometres per hour. And a very happy crew.
We look now in the Greenhouse Superstores lane, a fearsome workout by Rob DeMamiel in the Calais from WA, getting a big reception.
As we go to the Tectoloi Performance Coolants lane, we see Bob Sherry, and have a look at the sparkle on board that beautiful Commodore. Does it stand out there, Mike?
Rather. Boy, oh boy. Bob looking anxiously across there.
Yes, Bob slowly moving up the Commodore to the start line as we have a beautiful Sunday morning here at Adelaide International Raceway. Couldn't ask for better weather. It's simply perfect. Okay, let's keep an eye on it. A huge crowd came back on Sunday once again at this racetrack as we see both these entries coming in. Now we wait on the green light here, Mike.
Right, oh, quick reaction by Bob.
Mike Shides with Bob Sherry for Mega Power Car Care Products.
Bob, I've got to tell you, reaction time 0.402. Your time 10.12 at 131 miles an hour.
Not bad, yeah, not bad. We won, did we? Obviously. Oh, great. So we're looking good. Looks like I think we got a bye in the next round, and we're straight into the final. Great, great. That's not a bad time.
Good work.
Thank you.
Round 2 Superstock action there from the Sunday morning. And Jeff, can you believe the difference in the track? Joe Tiani, Tony Sharevelo and Bob Sherry all running under their index.
They're all heavy hitters in Superstock, Bruce, and the index is what we're talking. A lot of people won't know what you're saying about the index. There is a national record, Bruce, that they all run by, and this is the Festival State Champs. So what happened was they all run under their record. Now, if they run too far under, they actually get refactored for the next race. So you don't go too far, you just get into it and just run as close as you can to it without refactoring it. That's the secret, one of the secrets of running Superstock.
It's a bit like playing golf and getting your handicap down.
Well, basically it is. Drag racing is all about getting from A to B in the fastest possible time, but in different brackets of drag racing, we're really trying to keep it fair for everybody.
Now, what about the track? Can you believe the difference, how it improved overnight?
The guys did a lot of work at the track overnight. They had to do something. This was a major, big international event. It had to go ahead. So what they did was fantastic. They worked at it. They deserved the rewards that they got. And I'm sure the fans that come back there on the Sunday were really rewarded.
Fantastic. We'll take a break here on Drag Racing today. When we come back, Andrew Dunk from Tectoloi plus all the semi-final action. Well, let's go back racing. It's time back racing. It's time for the semi-finals of both brackets, Superstock and Top Door Slammer.
Thank you, Bruce. First off, let's look at Top Door Slammer. Robin Judd against Peter Kapiris.
As we go to the other side of the ladder, we see Brett Stevens will be taking on Dave Coop.
Wow. Now, some pretty fearsome racing in respect to these guys. They are hooked in the track, as you can see there in the Greenhouse Superstores lane. And now in the Tectoloi Performance Coolants lane, woo, Dave Coop getting a little twitchy as he boots it and then backs off.
Yes, both guys putting down their burnouts once again. The Jack Daniels racing machine reversing up, getting themselves prepared for this round. It's going to be a very tough round of racing once again, Mike.
Yes, indeed.
Have a look at the injector hat there, all icing up. Very cold down there once again with the air drawing through.
Air's fantastic today against yesterday's.
Yes, a beautiful day here compared to last night as the light turns green. Dave Coop takes it to 6.51. As we go back to the Tectaloy slow motion replay here, take a look at this, Mike. Both guys coming down the racetrack. In fact, we have a look at here, Dave Coop actually cut a better light than Brett Stevens.
I think that was the thing, that he was closer at the start.
Brett Stevens actually went quicker down the racetrack, but it was the reaction time that saved Coop the race.
Well, guys, that was one heck of a tight finish. I reckon it seemed to be on the line. Quicker reaction from Dave, a 5.52. Brett, you're a 6.12. And Dave, you ran a 6.51 for the win, and Brett came through at a 6.45. Wow, the winner, man.
Right, that is fantastic, mate. I can't believe it. I'm here. No, that's great. And bad luck, Brett. I mean, that was a great race.
Yeah, Brett, that was a fantastic run.
Yeah, I went to sleep on the line. It was a big day yesterday, and I'm a little bit tired, but oh well. Better man won on the day.
Get on your bike.
Very sportsmanlike from both competitors there. Let's have a look at this. Robin Judd for the Greenhouse Superstores lane smokes up the Moonshine Bandit big time.
These boys are just not letting up. Tectaloy Performance Corners lane, they're just being guided back. Peter Kapiris.
Yes, Peter Kapiris from Victoria, a beautiful Studebaker.
Another
In fact, both are Studebakers. Have a look at the bullets all on
Bullet
board the
holes
Moonshine
on the,
Bandit.
that's the one, yep. Painted on, I might add, but very effectively.
Superb day out here on this beautiful day, Sunday once again. Mike, couldn't ask for better weather conditions for drag racing.
He is covered, ready for the big blast. Here it comes, leading on towards the final. Kapiris edging through.
Oh, both the teams are super strong. Robin Judd takes it with a 6.35.
Here he is, just taking the lid off. Robin, top qualifier, and you've gone through a good reaction time, 5.24 to beat him at the start. You ran a 6.35, 217 miles an hour. The win was there, right in the line.
Yeah, thanks very much. Yeah, we knew Peter was going to be a real tough competitor. He's run a 33, we ran a 35. Now, we're happy with that. We've been very consistent, and no, it's great. Now we're going to the final.
Yeah, and you're up against Dave Coop like in WA.
Yeah, it's a rematch in WA. I just hope he returns the favour.
Let's take a look at the Greenhouse Superstores Superstock ladder.
Yes, and we see Tony Schiavolo is on a bye, whereas Bob Sherry has to fight up against Joe Tiani.
As we see Tony Schiavolo for the Greenhouse Superstores lane, a beautiful looking Holden HG Monaro.
Yes, and as we said, he's on the bye run, so he can either take his time or give it the boot. The crowd are just up there waiting to see what he's going to do. Still keep this car working, and he's doing a good lift off.
Tony takes it quite easy there with a 11.08.
Yes, not a great rush for him there. Okay, Bob Sherry. Bob Sherry in the Tectaloy Performance Coolants lane.
About to take on Joe Tiani for the Greenhouse Superstores lane, another all-South Australian semi-final.
And you can see people wearing good sun hat protection out there. It's quite a bit of a bitey sun today.
Beautiful day out
Very
there
nice.
once again, Mike, and we couldn't ask for more for drag racing.
Well, it's
Let's
great
keep
for
an
the
eye.
performance. It's suiting the engines well.
Absolutely. Let's keep an eye on this. The lights run down on the green.
Lift
Good,
off.
clean green. Mike shines with Bob Sherry for Mega Power Car Care Products.
It was close, fellas. Reaction on the line, I think, did it. Bob, you end up taking a 10.13. A 10.13, 132 miles an hour.
Yeah, I was flat out. That's the best it was going to run. No, what a great race. That was it's so exciting. Win or lose, it's so exciting.
All semi-finals there in the top door slammer, and Jeff, the local boy David Coops, he got through in reaction time, and so did Robin Judd.
Both had great reaction times. They both ran slower numbers, but their sheer driving, that got them through. That's great to see, Bruce.
In Superstock, Bob Sherry, he's doing a great job. Tony Schiavolo threw on a bye.
Yeah, it's good to see Tony Schiavolo get through on a bye instead of Sherry for a change, and I'm sure the whole city of Campbelltown will be absolutely wrapped because they follow Schiavolos.
Fantastic stuff. All right, time for a break here on Drag Racing Today. But when we come back, all the finals action, plus Jeff Pratt with Life in the Fast Lane. Well, time to go back racing. It is time for the finals, and they include Junior Dragster, Super Gas, Modified Bike, and of course Top Door Slammer and Super Stock.
Thank you, Bruce. We're starting off with the Micro Arts Computers Junior Dragster.
And a beautiful Junior Dragster we might have there once again. Mark Allen taking on Dean Bragg.
Yes, Mark Allen in the Tectilo Performance Coolants lane, and Bragg in the Greenhouse Superstores lane. Gets out very nicely there. Because they're running over half-distance track.
Absolutely, Mike. Over the 8th mile, not the quarter mile, and we'll keep an eye on his juniors. The winning time does go to Mark Allen with a 10.94. Good win there in the finals.
Yes, right, this time we go to the Modified Bike, also brought to us by Micro Arts Computers.
Yes, two good bike riders here, Arthur Bradbrook and also Chris Wells. Arthur Bradbrook taking on the Tectilo Performance Coolants lane.
Yes, and Chris Wells is in the Greenhouse Superstores lane.
Two green lights, they're on a good race. Let's see if Arthur Bradbrook can catch up to Chris Wells. Arthur Bradbrook, a brilliant win, 9.12. Congratulations to you, Arthur.
He'll be happy with that one. Now
As we move on.
Super Gas, Mike, Super Gas.
Proudly brought to us by Micro Arts Computers. Jim Kupkovic for the Greenhouse Superstores lane, about to take on Johnny Ienko in the Tectilo Performance Coolants lane.
And Ienko in the yellow car there.
Okay, heads up, 990. Good wheel stands from both cars.
Ienko has the lead.
Johnny Ienko takes the win with a 10.14. Congratulations to Johnny Ienko.
Looking now at Modified Eliminator. There's Richard Virgilius in the Greenhouse Superstores lane we saw.
About to take on Billy Honan for the Tectilo Performance Coolants lane. Billy boy, take it away.
All right, Overdoses. Car been racing for a few years. They've never reached as far as this, Mike, in the finals before. They're quite happy with the way it's going.
Yes, first time in the finals for the Overdose team. Let's find out who's going to take the win.
Overdose coming through. Yes, it is at an 8:58 for their win. First time for a final. Well done.
As we move on to the Greenhouse Superstores Superstock final, let's take a look at Bob Sherry's Smoke the Highs.
He's doing that in the Greenhouse Superstores lane. Let's look across the Tectilo Performance Coolants lane. Tony Chiravalo in the Holden Monaro.
Yes, Tony Chiravalo for the Tectilo Performance Coolants lane. As you mentioned, they get the green light. Look at Bob Sherry.
Oh, lifting it up.
Unbelievable Superstock race for the final. Mike Shines with Bob Sherry for Mega Power Car Care Products.
Well, good one, guys. Bob, your reaction, I think, probably did it for you. 0.502 against Tony's 640. Bob, you ran a 10.18. Tony, a 10.5. How's it go for you?
Oh, I'm happy to win. It was a good race, very close. It wasn't a good time for me. I better go home and do some homework. There's must be something wrong. But oh, great! I'm over the moon.
This is it, the Tectilo Top Door Slammer final, and this is going to be a beauty.
Right, as we've said several times, Dave Coop, top qualified. He's leading the points score. He has beaten Judd in WA at their last meeting. So Judd's hoping to take it back the other way this time.
It's going to be a tall order for Robin Judd because Dave Coop is becoming a very professional top door slammer racer, and he would love to take this away and increase his points once again.
He is indeed. The Chevy Belair, the big 526, gets out a little bit crookedly. Judd storming through.
Oh, trouble for Juddy. The win goes to Dave Coop with a 6.52. Congratulations to Dave Coop.
Well, this is a repeat of WA. Oh, Dave, you ran a 6:52 at 211 miles an hour.
Mike, that's fantastic. I feel sorry for Robin, but mate, we're bloody happy.
Well, I don't know what happened, but you used everything you had, and it's come to work.
Yeah, Mike, Robin's car was the quicker car on the two, but we knew we could get him on the start line. And mate, I'd just like to take this opportunity to thank Castrol, Genie Exhaust, and anyone else that's been helping us through the line, mate, because it's been fantastic.
Congratulations, everybody.
Thanks a lot.
Awesome, great final action there. And in Superstock, what about the old man, Bob Sherry? His reaction time got him home.
Yeah, I'm amazed the old fella's still running as hard as he is. Like the Ceravalos are pretty quick on the lights, and Sherry just banged it on him. And great to see Bob doing it, but I would have loved to have seen the other boys get there too.
Now, what about top door slammer? David Coope's a local boy, pleasing the local crowd, and he's got an incredible lead now in the championship.
He really has, and Coopies did really well. It proved that the Western Australian thing wasn't a fluke. He really did a great job, and he deserved his win, Bruce.
Well, it was a great meet. It started on February the 12th at Adelaide International Raceway. It finished on the 13th. Well, I hope you've enjoyed today's show, and have a good afternoon. We'll see you next time on Drag Racing Today.
I'm a drag junkie from way back. I love it.
Drag racing, we're here.